Hi, so this is the think page. Some of you guys have this page and some of you guys have a different page, which I think is the cut paste activity. So if you don't have this page in your worksheet, you can refer to the other video. So for the think page, we're going to answer 3 questions that is related to our article, Greta Thunberg and Earth. So I'll read the questions out loud and then I'll answer the questions the way that I might answer them. You guys can copy my answers, that's okay, but you can also think about your own answers if your answers are different or if you don't agree with me, that's fine too. Question number 1 says, what is something important to you? Why? Question number 2 says, when have you been brave? And the last question, number 3, says, what would you give a speech about? Why? So let's answer number 1 first. What is something important to you? Why? So we're going to start out our sentence with a sentence starter. So we're going to we're going to put the question in our answer. We're going to say something that is important to me is, and you guys can pause this video to copy that down if you'd like. Something that is important to me is, so for me personally, I will say is my family because I love them very much. I want to keep them safe. Or actually, let's use our vocabulary word. I want to protect them. So I could say something that is very important to me is my family. So important was one of our vocabulary words, important. Because I love them very much, I want to protect them. Protect them is also one of our vocabulary words this week, which means we want to keep them safe. So that's something that's important to me. You might feel the same way. You might want to write about something else that's important to you. Maybe even something like my TV is important to me because it keeps me entertained, or my cell phone is important to me, or my dogs are important to me. Anything like that is fine. Number 2, when have you been brave? So remember, brave means to do something even when you're scared. So I could say, I was brave when and I'm going to think, when was I brave? So maybe something that we've all done is that we've all changed schools, right? We went from elementary to middle school, or we even moved to a new country. Some of us have moved from one country to another, from one country to the United States, moved to a brand new city with brand new people, learned a brand new language. That can be scary, but you guys did it. So you can say that. I'll write that down. That didn't actually happen to me. I did not move to a new country. I've lived here my whole life, but I imagine, I know some of you guys have. So I can say, I was brave when I moved to a new place and learned a new language. Right? Some of you guys, English was not your first language, and so it's really hard, and you guys were very brave to move to a new place and learn English or learn a new language in general. Our last one says, number 3, what would you give a speech about? A speech. Why? So remember, a speech is like a presentation that you would give to a large group of people, something you want to talk about to lots of people. What would you give a speech about? It probably should be something you know about. So for me, I could say, oopsies. Let me go back down here. I could say something like, I would give a speech about working in a classroom because I am a teacher. So I wrote, I would give a speech about working in a classroom because I am a teacher. Something you could say, so I'll write it here, could be, I would give a speech about coming into a new country because it is it's not letting me finish. So actually, why don't we delete that? This way you can copy the sentence if you like. You could say something like, I would give a speech about moving to a new country because it is hard to do. So you could say, because I think most of you guys who are doing the think page have come from a different country. And that can be a hard thing to do. And so that could be something you would be very skilled at with telling other people about. So let's review our questions. Oops, we have number 1. What is something important to you? Why? Something that is important to me is my family because I love them very much and want to protect them. Number 2. When have you been brave? I was brave when I moved to a new place and learned a new language. Number 3, what would you give a speech about? Why? I would give a speech about moving to a new country because it is hard to do.